First off, yung sa March 2 po, which deadline is that? Is that for the 4 impeachment cases or for the first impeachment complaint that was filed in January 29? Is that correct, ma'am?
With all due respect to the source of March 2, but I believe that it is March 4, the last day of the 10 session days when the Office of the Speaker should include the impeachment complaints in the order of business of the plenary. We need to count 10 session days from February 5, no? Sapagkat noon na-transmit ng SecGen sa Office ni Speaker yung first 2 impeachment complaints. And we have to exclude all those calendar days when there were no sessions of the House. So counting from February 5, I am inclined to believe that the 10th session day is March 4.
So by
Nancy.
March 4 po, dapat transmitted na sa committee nyo yung 4 na impeachment complaints against VP Sara.
Okay, Nancy, for clarity, no? From Speaker to plenary, we have 10 session days. And then from plenary to the Justice Committee, we have 3 session days. Yung March 4 na sinabi ko kanina, that is the 10th session day when the Office of the Speaker have or has to include the 4 impeachment complaints in the order of business of the plenary. Iba pa yung 3 session days, that is from plenary to the Justice Committee.
Oh, medyo masalimuot pala talaga yan, ma'am, ano? Kaya kailangan...
We need to be very, very careful in counting the number of days, no? Kasi because of what happened in the first impeachment complaint. And of course, as Justice Chairperson, we are very much conscious about the date of filing, the date when the same was transmitted to the Speaker, the date when the Speaker is supposed to include that in the order of business, and then the date when the plenary is supposed to refer that to the Justice Committee.
Should it always be that precise number of days or could it be less?
It is under the rules, but what is provided under the rules is the maximum number of days.
Ayun.
So you are correct, Chito. Pwede siyang less than the prescribed number of days. Like for example, if the Office of the Speaker is given a period of 10 session days, pwedeng palimang session day pa lang.
Yes.
I-include mo na sa order of
Depende.
business ng plenary, no? And then from that day, may 3 session days ka naman to refer it to the Justice Committee. Pwedeng first session day pa lang. I-refer mo na. What is important, you do not go beyond.
Oh, thank you for that, ma'am. Maliwanag na dapat wag lumampas ng March 4.
Otherwise,
That is correct.
questionin na naman sa Supreme Court.
Court, balik ang problema.
Masasayang ang trabaho ng komite at saka ng Kongreso kung ganoon.
Oo.
Would it be,
That is correct.
how about po yung proceedings po? Would it
Yes.
be, kasi napanood namin yung how you conducted and swabe. Very, congratulations po on that proceedings. Naintindihan,
Thank you.
klaro, walang question, in fact, walang walang pumalag. Di ba? Kasi kita.
Sa Quadcom.
I think, Nancy, it's because we gave everybody the chance to speak, no? As a matter of fact, kahit second time na nga, kahit third time pa nga, kahit may nag-o-object pa, sabi ko lagi, in the interest of justice and equality, let us hear the manifestation of our colleague.
And again, congratulations po doon. And
Thank you.
would be expecting more or less the same manner, the same procedure with 4. Kasi 4 ito, yun, 2 lang.
Definitely, Nancy, it will be exactly the same procedure, the same parameter, the same deliberation, which we will be adapting in terms of the 4 impeachment complaint against the Vice President, no? So, kung maaalala nyo, during the impeachment deliberation against the President, we tackled each impeachment complaint. So, ganun din ang gagawin namin. Itong 4 impeachment complaints against the Vice President, we will deliberate one by one, no? And while we are deliberating on one impeachment complaint, we will be eliciting the comments and the manifestation of the justice members per ground which are incorporated in the impeachment complaint. No? So kung merong 5 grounds, let us say yung first impeachment complaint, we will be asking the Kongs who are interested to give their respective manifestations on the first ground, followed by the second ground, third ground. Bagaman, at the end of the deliberation, we're supposed to vote per impeachment complaint, not per ground. No? The only
Mabalik
reason
lang
why
ako, ma'am,
we are
dun sa
adopting...
number of days.
Yes.
Kasi there are
Yeah.
4 complaints. Are the number of days, do they cover one complaint each? O yung...
No.
Kasi 10 araw, gano'n. Halimbawa, isang complaint lang ba yun? Yung another complaint, another 10 days? Paano po ba ang ano dun?
That is supposed to be counted from the date when the first impeachment complaint was referred or transmitted to the office of the speaker. No? So, makaka-full 10 session days siya in as far as the first 2
Oo nga,
impeachment
kasi-
complaints are concerned.
Oo.
Pero pagdating dun sa third at saka sa fourth, which was recently filed, we cannot consume the entire 10 session days.
Oo nga.
Otherwise,
Lalagpas.
maglalapse yung 10 session days ng first 2 impeachment complaints. So the reckoning period is the date when the first impeachment complaint was transmitted to the office of the speaker.
Congresswoman, are you going to vote on the 4 different impeachment complaints together, or are you going to vote one per complaint?
Per complaint,
Ah.
Dr. Winston, no? We will be voting per complaint and it will be a simple majority, meaning majority of the members present so long as there is a quorum, no? So yung first impeachment complaint, we will vote on that, and then we will proceed to the second impeachment complaint, the third, and then the fourth.
So, assuming, ma'am, na you find one to be insufficient in substance already, the first one, would still there be, wouldn't the second, third, and fourth be rendered moot and academic na po?
No, if the first impeachment complaint is found sufficient in substance, we will continue to deliberate on the second, third, and fourth. If the 4 of them were declared sufficient in form, then magkakaroon kami ng deliberation per complaint ulit
Oh.
with respect to the sufficiency in substance. No?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
we will tackle it per complaint, no? Bagaman, if one of these complaints will not be able to satisfy the standard as to form and substance, madi-disregard siya. But for as long as may natitirang complaint, dire-diretso kami hanggang step 5.
All
no?
4 will undergo the same
Yes.
scrutiny pala.
Correct.
Yung
Let us share sa ating mga beloved countrymen, no? So, we can walk them through. 5 po ang steps na gagawin ng Justice Committee. The first step is the determination of sufficiency in form. Second is determination of sufficiency in substance. Kung pasado sa first at sa second step, we go to the third step, in which case, mag-issue na po ang Justice Committee ng notice sa respondent to file her answer within a period of 10 calendar days. No? From the answer, the complainant can file a reply within 3 calendar days. And then from the reply, the respondent can file also a rejoinder within the next 3 calendar days. Ang tawag natin dito, responsive pleadings. Kaya responsive is because nagsasagutan sila.
Kinukuha yung
Complaint,
response.
answer, reply, rejoinder. No? It is on step 3 also that the Justice Committee is supposed to receive all the evidence. At dito rin dapat panumpaan ng mga parties yung kanilang affidavit and counter-affidavit. When all the evidence and responsive pleadings are complete, we will determine if there is sufficient basis that support the impeachment complaint. If the answer is yes, we go to step 4. Doon sa step 4, iimbitahan na natin yung parties, complainant, witness, and even the respondent. Now, let us advance to our viewers, no? Paano kung hindi dumating si respondent? It's okay. That is actually her prerogative. Yung presence na dun sa hearing, that is part of a right to due process. So kung hindi siya darating, it will be interpreted merely as a waiver of her right to be present during the hearing, no? After the hearing proper, which is our step 4, we go to the last step. That is the step 5. Magbobotohan na po ang all members ng committee whether or not there is a probable cause that support the impeachment complaint. That is why I always compare this process to the preliminary investigation in a judicial process, no? Kasi ang output ng deliberation before the Justice Committee is the determination of the existence of probable cause, which will trigger whether we will continue the deliberation or the hearing of the impeachment in the plenary and ultimately in the Senate, no? Ano man ang decision ng Justice Committee on the step 5, susulat natin yan sa committee report, at itong committee report na ito is subject to the approval of the plenary by at least 1/3 vote of all the members of the House. Kapag in-approve and the finding is my probable cause, that would warrant the transmittal to the Senate.
Ma'am,
Maliwanag, Nancy.
maliwanag. What challenges are you expecting in this proceedings, ma'am? Apart
The
from
challenges that we are expecting, wala naman. Because we expect that the members of the Justice Committee will be participating. Lahat sila will be given ample opportunity to express their opinions, to give their manifestations per ground of the 4 impeachment complaints. And then at the end of the deliberation, they will be voting, no? Pero tayo as chairperson, we do not vote. The only occasion when the chairperson is allowed to vote is in cases of tie. Kapag ka lang nagtatay, no?
So,
Oo.
so bali
Ako kasi Nancy, I am very conservative, no? Kaya I really stick to the rules. Kaya when you ask me what challenges, wala naman akong nakikitang challenges kasi we are guided by the rules on impeachment.
And also, ma'am, you're supposed to go on break on like,
Yes, that's
yes.
correct.
Is there
That
enough time
will be... Kailan nga bang recess na?
before the...
I think that will be end of March, no? Before
Yes.
the end of March.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Before the end of March. But we intend to continue the hearing of the Justice Committee even during recess.
So no break
Kasi
for the Justice Committee.
At least from my point of view as chairperson, no? Kasi this impeachment process, I perceive this as a very sensitive process that affects really the state of the administration, of the people, and all other people in the government service, no? As much as possible, we do not want to delay, no? So, ang gusto nating mangyari dito, kung papasa sa standard ng form and substance, my inclination really is to continue the committee hearing even during recess. But of course, this will be subject to the consensus of the rest of the members of the Justice Committee.
This question might be parang medyo forward lang. In the event that the Justice Committee would recommend it's sufficient in substance, in form and in substance, but it's not gonna pass the plenary vote, what's gonna happen, ma'am?
That will be equivalent to dismissal of the complaint, no? Ganito yun, Nancy, no? Pag pasado siya sa form and substance, pasado din siya sa step 3, tapos nag-hearing proper ka na. Pagdating ng step 5, ang sabi ng majority of all members of the Justice Committee, may probable cause.
Yes.
Ibig sabihin, ituloy ang impeachment. May probable cause. Yun ang naging position ng majority of all the justice members. We will be transmitting this committee report to the plenary. But that committee report needs to be approved by at least 1/3 of all the members of the House. Pag hindi kami nakakuha ng 1/3, that is tantamount to dismissal of the impeachment complaint.
Oh.
Pero pag na-approve ito ng at least 1/3 of all the members of the House, that will warrant the transmittal of the impeachment complaint or the articles of impeachment to the Philippine Senate. That is for trial already.
Already.
Pag nagkataon yon, Congresswoman, busy kayo. You will be you will be among the prosecutors. You will be managing the group, so to speak.
I do not want to preempt Dr. Winston.
Yeah, I know.
Prosecutors,
Uh,
for purposes of the rules, ini-elect po yan ng plenary. So it will
plenaryo din.
kung sino yung mga House members na i-elect ng plenary to
Yes.
become members of the prosecutor panel.
As a general rule, Congresswoman Ba, it's possible na all 4 complaints can make it to the plenary. Survive yung
Yes.
scrutiny ninyo and then as a general rule then, not just this case, pwede rin bang isa lang ang pumasa o ganun or 4 ganun. Walang fix na ano yun.
Kung possibility lang yung pag-uusapan
Possibilities
natin,
lang.
both scenarios are possible. Pwedeng pasado silang 4 lahat. Pwedeng ang pasado isa lang, no? But pagdating ng determination of probable cause, no? We are supposed to consolidate already.
Okay.
Kung apat yung nakarating sa step 5, before kami mag-transmit sa floor or sa plenary, we're supposed to consolidate the 4 impeachment complaints into 1 articles of impeachment.
Okay.
So, let's say, ma'am, na nakaparating na kayo sa second complaint and it has already been like approved by the Justice Committee na sufficient in form and in substance. Pwede ba yun na ma-shortcut na bato na kagad sa plenary or you have to...
No. Bawal ang shortcut.
Dadaan ang
Okay.
balikan.
So,
Kailangan yung
After kasi for you to be able to determine whether or not there is probable cause, kailangan mo munang makita lahat ng responsive pleadings. Kailangan mong makita lahat ng ebidensya. And then after that, you need to give opportunity to be heard dito sa complainant, sa witness, at sa respondent. That is during the hearing proper, step 4. So, lahat ng steps from step 1 up to step 4 are necessary for you to be able to determine the existence of probable cause in step 5. So, yung sinasabi nating shortcut, parang ang hirap i-conceive nun. It's quite hard to conceive because hindi ka makaka-arrive ng tamang determination ng existence ng probable cause unless you've seen all the pleadings, unless you've seen all the evidence, and unless you've heard the parties to this impeachment complaint.
Ma'am, in the event that non-cooperation sa respondent, everything, no lawyer, just simply ignore the proceedings, Justice Committee, everything. Paano ang
We will
mangyayari?
proceed.
Tuloy pa rin.
We will proceed. What is important ay nag-serve ng notice ang Justice Committee of the House of Representatives to the respondent. She was given an opportunity to file her answer within the period of 10 calendar days. Kung walang answer, walang appearance ng respondent, walang appearance ng lawyers, we will continue to deliberate. We will continue to finish the 5 steps
Don't you think
until
it will
we
diminish?
determine.
Don't you think it will diminish more or less the result of the proceedings?
Nevertheless, whether it will diminish the proceeding, what is important, due process was afforded to the respondent. Yun ang mahalaga, no? So ito yung sinasabi ko na the notice has been served to them. Alam nilang kailangan nilang sumagot. They can send, in fact, their lawyers. If they don't do that, it will only be interpreted as their waiver of their due process. But nevertheless, the Justice Committee will continue in its deliberation until we reach the step 5. That is the determination of the existence of probable cause.
As of the moment, ma'am, meron na ho ba kayong parang nare-receive na mga nag-reach out, trying to like, not influence because I'm sure you cannot be influenced in this matter. Meron bang parang nag-try lang to assess or gauge your thinking of the 4 complaints?
Wala naman.
I'm sorry to
naman
ask that
ako.
question.
And sana wala.
Yeah.
Sapagkat I am inclined to be very objective in handling this impeachment complaints. No, ako nga, I keep on reminding my fellow members of the Justice Committee that we have this constitutional duty to the sovereign Filipino people to be as independent and as impartial as possible in handling these impeachment complaints against the Vice President. Although I acknowledge the fact as well that this impeachment process somehow is political in nature because significant din yung alignment ng members ng House with respect to our political parties.
On a personal note naman, ma'am, ngayon kayo ang pinaka, whether you agree
it or
or not, kayo yung very prominent, tapos very popular. I mean, because of the way
The way she handles.
Yeah, the way you handled even during Quadcom, doon kayo talaga sumikat ng gusto. I mean, and alam ko maraming law students na nagsasabing, ay sana ganyan din kami. So, how do you handle this adulation?
hindi ako conscious talaga. Bagaman, it is really my intention to be able to communicate to the public, including the non-lawyers, no? Sapagkat impeachment process is very important. As a matter of fact, this is an extraordinary power that was given to the sovereign Filipino people. So they need to understand what we are doing in the Justice Committee, no? So as much as possible, I even tell the justice members, if you can articulate in Filipino, I encourage you to do so para mas maintindihan tayo ng ating beloved countrymen. Thank you for the appreciation, no? Sana naiintindihan tayo palagi ng ating mga kapwa Pilipino.
Mukha naman, ma'am, may mga staff ako na law students, no? Kahit sa opisina, pinag-uusapan yung impeachment, kayo pa rin ang namumutawi sa bibig nila, napakaliwanag araw. Ang sabi ko naman, kasi ang pagkakaalam ko po, si Congresswoman ay una nagtuturo ng mga law subjects. Pangalawa, siya po ay isang dating litigator bago sumali sa Kongreso, no? Bago namulitika si ma'am, litigator po siya. Kaya kitang-kita the way she asked the questions. Sabi kanina si laying the predicate. Sabi ko, abogada talaga si Congresswoman. Litigator, so to speak.
Siguro nakatulong sa atin. I used to teach really in the College of Law, no? And prior to my becoming a lawyer, I was a full-time college professor also. I was teaching law subjects already. So perhaps nakatulong sa atin yung teaching skills natin in being able to communicate to the public what we are doing here in the Justice Committee, most especially.
Tama po.
Meron ka bang mentor, ma'am, that you can or someone that you looked up to or who molded you in this, ma'am, yung where you are right now? Meron ba kayong masishare?
Well, ako naman, I've been very, very much expressive about my gratitude to then Justice Secretary Hernando Nani Perez, no? He used to be my professor, he used to be my dean, he used to be my boss in the Department of Justice, and undeniably, malaki ang naging impluwensya sa akin ni Nani Perez.
Wow.
I think siya pa po ang presidente ng UB, University of Batangas.
That's correct.
Oh.
Yes, at 86,
Yes.
huwag sana siya magalit sa akin kasi nireview ko yung page niya. At 86, talagang very much committed pa rin siya into teaching, no? Napakahusay na professor ni Nani Perez. As a matter of fact, when I was with him during the memorial services for former Speaker Jody Venecia, ang daming lumapit sa kanyang mga former students niya from Ateneo, no? At lalo kong na-validate na napakahusay pala talagang professor ni Nani Perez during his time as full-time professor ng Ateneo Law School.
On a lighter note, what's your day like?
Daylight?
Yes. What's your day like?
What do you mean by daylight?
What's your
Like, what do you
like?
do
What do you do when
you're not being a congresswoman?
Yeah, regular you.
Regular me?
Yes.
Well, wala lang. I spend time with my family, my husband and my children, and I watch TV. Normal na tao lang po ako.
Ano mga
That's what I
pelikula
do.
pinanonood nyo, ma? Ano mga paborito
No, I
nyo pelikula?
I just browse from Netflix. No? Wala, kung ano lang makita ko. Kung ano lang makita ko doon.
How do you relax?
How do I relax? I sleep.
Ay, good. Wow, that's very good.
Parang like a
Yes.
typical nanay pala eh.
Yeah.
Natutulog.
Natutulog.
Importante yun.
Pag papahinga.
Catch up on your sleep palagi, I'm sure, ma'am, because ang dami mong
Yes.
binabasa.
Although I have to share also na during my free time talagang I take advantage of it to be able to move around my district. No, I have 6 municipalities to take care of. No, and right now I'm actually on my way back to Batangas. At ikot ako ng ikot upang bisitahin naman yung ating mga constituents, kababayan doon sa Batangas 2nd District. No?
Ano pa mga
At
bayan
yan,
to? Ano-anong mga bayan?
This includes Mabini, Bawan, San Pascual, San Luis, Lobo, and Tingloy.
Oh.
Second.
We are
Second
coastal district kami.
Oo.
In fact, hindi kayo makakalampas if you try to find our district. Hindi kayo makakalampas kasi pag lumampas kayo, lalangoy na kayo.
Ayun. And my
Okay.
God. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us the time and
Yeah.
the enlightenment
Yeah.
na, oo, ang galing talaga. So ngayon, una, ako po naintindihan ko na
Yeah.
kasi medyo hindi din, litong-lito rin ako doon para maliwanag na sa akin and thank you again so much, ma'am.